All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy Thursday. Glad you're here. We're going to continue thinking about anecdotes, short little stories that people use in their writing and in speeches, and get used to using them and understanding them. The best way to use them is to look at some good examples. And on this worksheet we're doing today, that's just what I have there. I also have a video attached to the assignment. If you click on the video, it's a short little 2-minute video about how a lawyer uses an anecdote, a short little story, to get the jury to think and ends up finding the client, the defendant, not guilty. So watch the video and you can listen to the story she tells, and you can see the looks on the jurors' faces as they think about what she has to say. And it's pretty powerful. Well, you can do the same thing in your own writing. Lots of speech writers use it. A good example is this first one here. Let me zoom it up so I can see it better, and you can too. Years ago in Scotland, the Clark family had a dream. Clark and his wife worked and saved, making plans for their 9 children and themselves to travel to the United States. It had taken years, but they had finally saved enough money and gotten passports and reservations for the whole family on a new liner, a big ship, to the United States. The entire family was filled with anticipation and excitement about their new life. However, 7 days before their departure, the youngest son was bitten by a dog. The doctor sewed up the boy, but hung a yellow sheet on the Clark's front door. Because of the possibility of rabies, they were being quarantined for 14 days. The family's dreams were dashed. They would not be able to make the trip to America as they had planned. The father, filled with disappointment and anger, stomped to the dock to watch the ship leave without the Clark family. The father shed tears of disappointment and cursed both his son and God for their misfortune. 5 days later, the tragic news spread throughout Scotland. The mighty Titanic, that's the big ship that went down, had sunk. The unsinkable ship had sunk, taking hundreds of lives with it. The Clark family was to have been on that ship, but because the son had been bitten by a dog, they were left behind in Scotland. When Mr. Clark heard the news, he hugged his son and thanked him for saving the family. He thanked God for saving their lives and turning what he felt was a tragedy into a blessing. So here are some examples of truths or themes. It's important to follow the rules. Truth is sometimes stranger than fiction. You can't judge a book by its cover. Just because it's not what you expected doesn't mean it's bad. Be thankful for what you have. So think about which one fits best for this story given above, because it's that truth that you're going to focus on in your writing after you've told your story, just like the lawyer focused on reasonable doubt after telling us a story about the rabbit. So if you think about it, it's probably this one, right? Just because it's not what you expected doesn't mean it's bad. The family was upset. Bad thing happened, but it turned out to be good because otherwise they would all be dead. So we're going to practice this. Use your imagination and riddle skills. Connect the following anecdotes with the truth that fits. Use the ones above. Let me fix that. Use the ones above or make up your own. When I was a child, my family went on a summer vacation to the Great Smoky Mountains every year. My mom and dad and I always went. Sometimes my aunt, uncle, and cousin would join us. We loved driving through the mountains and eating picnic lunches in the cool mountain air. My aunt didn't. She was always complaining about something. It used to really annoy me. But my dad just smiled and said, "You think you got it bad? Remember, she has to live with herself, and your uncle has to live with her." What truth is he speaking about? You can use one of the ones listed above. So this comes down to those riddle skills like I'm always talking about. You use your imagination and figure out what fits the details, right? So they're happy, they're enjoying their time, they're on vacation, but she's not happy, right? And like the dad said, well, maybe you think you got it bad, but you don't have to live with her every day. She's just with you on vacation. So think about it. Which one of these fits? And a good one, in my opinion, would be thankful for what you have. Be glad that you only have to put up with her for a week on vacation, not for a lifetime. That one fits. So that works. You can type that one in there. This is our practice one. Now here's the one that counts. We're going to do the same thing and be thinking about this one. I remember learning how to swim. I took lessons at the community pool in the town where I grew up. There were several kids from my school in the class, as well as other kids I didn't know. Here's the important part. We started out wearing floaties on our arms, but quickly graduated to swimming on our own. Those classes were great, and I learned a lot. So what happened? He started out, and then he didn't need them anymore, right? So what's he talking about here? Use the riddle skills and tell us what truth is in this anecdote. What are they saying about this process? Put your answer here. And look at this one. I had my tonsils taken out. I know what he's talking about here. Before I had my tonsils removed in 6th grade, I was sick a lot. I got strep throat often, missed a lot of school. I dreaded going to the doctor, as I would always get a shot and foul-tasting medicine. But look at this. After the tonsillectomy, I hardly ever got sick again. As a result, middle school was a lot better for me than elementary school. Okay? Yes, he had to go through this hard process, but look at the results, right? So what's the truth that's given there? Use your riddle skills. Tell us the truth that's in this anecdote. Just write a sentence. And now for the really fun part, you're going to write your own anecdote. Tell a story from your life that you can connect to a truth or a theme. Make it funny or surprising. Make it up if you have to. Just use your imagination. Make it realistic. Once you have your story told, then tell us, just like you did above, what's the truth in your anecdote? What's the point you're trying to make? Be sure your answer is at least 100 words. If you give me less than 100 words, you know me. I will give you a 0 and send you back to redo it and get it done. So take care of it. Do it right. If you have any questions, message me. That's what I'm here for. I also have tutoring after school on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So if you need help in class or after school or before school, just let me know. I'm here for you. Have a great day and hope to see you in class soon. Bye-bye.